kitchen. So today, I'm here to show you something that I hope you can really use. Because to be frank, I don't know you, but I know you. You see, when I write cookbooks and when I write articles and blogs, and I get to meet the people who actually use those books and those recipes, and they always tell me the same thing. They want more of the recipes that are simple and fast and easy because they want to get good food on the table in a short amount of time. And believe me, I'm there with you. Nobody wants to spend the rest of their life standing over a hot stove unless it's your job. So here we are today, and I'm going to talk to you about how to throw something together really fast. It's going to wow your family, friends, whoever it is you share it with. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm always buying a bag of frozen peas, using half a cup in some risotto or something, bundling up that bag of peas and putting them in the freezer, forgetting about them. And then I buy another bag of peas and I use a half a cup and then I bundle them up. And then I turn around and say, wow, I have got a lot of frozen peas here. What am I going to do with them? Well, here's your answer. You got some frozen peas. They thaw very, very quickly. You can actually make this dish straight from frozen. So I'm going to show you how to make a really delicious sweet pea hummus, which is going to be sweet peas instead of chickpeas. Now my sticklers for authenticity are going to say, but hummus is always made with chickpeas. And I have to say, yes. Yes, hummus is made with chickpeas, but we're going to make it with some sweet peas because the way I see it, hummus has taken up a place in the culinary imaginations of Americans. Back when I first started out in this business, it was something you could only get at a Middle Eastern restaurant, and now there's a million kinds at every grocery store. They're riffing on it. They're putting in, every kind of red peppers and chipotle and avocado. So I think it's fair game. So it's part of our life, just like tacos and sushi. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this quickity quick. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my food processor lid on. It minces better if you drop the garlic in with the machine running. Now I'm using a food processor for this because it's a thick mixture. And when you're making something thick, it's actually a lot better to use the processor than the blender. It's kind of one of those things, people want to know which one I want to have. Well, the blender's better for things that start out with some liquid, and the processor is better for things that are thick. So I'm going to go ahead and grind the peas and the garlic and the parsley. So after the chickpeas and the garlic and the parsley are pretty well minced, I put in the tahini, and that is going to help make it even thicker, so the processor will really be able to dig in and continue with mincing things up really finely. So at this point, again, I'll put the lid back on and just really get it to a nice creamy place. It's going to be so delicious. And then with the machine running, I'm going to drizzle in a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, freshly squeezed. I like to drizzle it in with the machine running, because that does make a difference. just scrape down. And in goes salt. And I've got a couple tablespoons of ice water here. So we're going to do the final drizzle in. There we have it. And I'm going to chop up a few tomatoes. So now just comes the part where we get to make it pretty. I have these beautiful little golden grape tomatoes, which will make a lovely garnish on top of this green hummus. And these days, sometimes I'm a little too uptight or a little too stressed with everything that's going on in the world. And I think a little dip is soothing, right? A little bit of dip, smooth, cool, easy dip. And you just kind of eat as much as you want. Stop when you're full. So I'm going to put my hummus in this bowl. And so you can see the texture. Oh, a little splat there of the hummus. But we just took a couple minutes. Little bit of time in the food processor, which is not really that hard of work. It does all the work. And we've got our beautiful hummus. And it's important that you smear it around in a nice swirl pattern, because we are going to put a lovely garnish of olive oil and paprika on there. And yes, I do just go ahead and use my fingers in my own kitchen. It is just so creamy. Is it wrong? Just delicious. So I'm going to sprinkle a few of these little yellow tomatoes on top. Which they're going to be calling people to this dish the way that flowers call bees to a flower, right? So you look at this and say, I've got to have some of that. And so I'll get my platter. And I've got some cucumbers that I sliced, just didn't even peel it. Nice organic cucumber. And I have some purple daikon. I know that's kind of hard to find, but we are so lucky here. We've got people who grow these gorgeous purple radishes. They're basically kind of the white radish that you see that's really long, looks like a giant white carrot. That's the daikon, and this is a version that has purple skin. And then this is every food stylist's dream, the watermelon radish. Isn't that just gorgeous? You see those all over the place now. If you look at a picture of some kind of food. And I admit I'm very pleased that I can run down to my co-op and buy these beautiful watermelon radishes. And then the final dipper is going to be these pita bread. And I'll just cut up a couple of those. Now these are the non-pocket pitas. And I always get whole grain. Now you can make your own. I'm sure I'll do a class at some point on how to make, we'll do some flatbreads. But here we go. The triangles look so pretty on the platter. I'll just scooch these beautiful radishes over. And as part of arranging the platter, just giving everything a little scooch. And here we have our platter with our veggies. And now I'm going to drizzle on a little olive oil. Now if you're an oil avoider, it's okay. You can skip that part, but I just think it's so fun. And then I have some paprika. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that on there. Now, is that not pretty? So here we go. Here is our lovely pea hummus platter. And I hope that you will try making some sweet pea hummus. It's really delicious. It's easy. It's fast. And I'm going to have a little bite right now. Just everything about it I love. You can taste the tahini. It has that mild sweet pea flavor, garlic, lemon. It's just a wonderful, wonderful little bite. And of course, a way to eat a lot of veggies in a beautiful meal. And I think it's a real winner. So I hope that you will make my sweet pea hummus. And just remember, when you come to my house, it's all about the flavor.